If you've got $50 burning a hole in your pocket, I've got a brand new list of 10 comics you can pick up on a $50 budget. Let's check them out. It's been a few weeks since our last top 10 comics video, and in case you haven't noticed, things have not calmed down at all in the comic market. We've recently covered our top 10 comics on a $100 budget, and our most recent top 10 comics video focused on books you could pick up on a $20 budget. In this video, we tackle our favorite books currently available for approximately $50 in the market. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'll even throw in a bonus 11th pick for you. Now let's get into the books. By the power of Grayskull, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe have the power. The number 10 book on our list is Masters of the Universe #1 from Star Comics. Hot off the debut of the Masters of the Universe Revelation trailer, along with a strong return to toy shelves, He-Man is as visible in pop culture as the character has been in years. While He-Man's first comic book appearance was in DC Comics Presents number 47, the value of that book has increased sharply over the past 12 months, climbing out of reach for some collectors. Despite being priced out of He-Man's first appearance, collectors are not giving up on the character and are turning to the Star Comics #1 as a more affordable alternative. Published in May of 1986, this series came out near the peak of the Motu madness. The Filmation cartoon had just wrapped up in 1985, the live-action movie would be released in 1987, and the toy line would completely collapse in the US soon thereafter. If you're bargain bin diving and come across any of the 13 issues of this short-lived series, it may be worth picking them up, especially the later issues, which tend to be a little more difficult to find. Following an emerging trend in the market of non-first appearance #1s climbing in value, Masters of the Universe #1 does not seem likely to hold out at $50 for long. I expect this one to continue climbing as the hype for Revelation intensifies. Speaking of non-first appearance #1s, our number 9 book is Hellblazer #1, starring John Constantine. With the casting confirmation coming out of Netflix's Sandman series for an ancestor of Constantine's, speculation is circulating that John Constantine is likely to pop up in an upcoming movie or TV project. Not that that's really been a big needle mover up to this point, but regardless, this 33-year-old DC and Vertigo title remains a popular #1 with fans of the darker side of DC. With the value of Constantine's first appearance crossing over $300, Hellblazer #1 is a more accessible jumping-on point for budget-minded collectors. Published in January of 1988, this issue features a cover from renowned Sandman cover artist Dave McKean. Hellblazer would run for 300 issues spanning from 1988 to 2013, making it the longest-running Vertigo title. The trailer for Venom Let There Be Carnage was recently released, and all things Carnage have started to see increased interest in the market. Amazing Spider-Man 361, featuring the first full appearance of Carnage, is bringing more than $300, up from previous established values in the $100 range. With interest in the character building, our number 8 book, Amazing Spider-Man 344, has finally crossed the $50 threshold. Published in February of 1991, this Eric Larson and David Michelini issue features the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who would go on to bond with the Carnage symbiote in subsequent issues. Along with Amazing Spider-Man 362, which is Carnage's second full appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 344 has seen a noticeable increase in value in recent months. I would expect to see this book continue to climb a bit higher as the movie release gets closer. Despite being undervalued in recent years, keep a close eye on this one, as I wouldn't be surprised to see this issue play back a lot of its gains after the movie comes out. If we're just meeting, my name is Drew Stewart, and I'm the owner of Como Comic Books, a comic book vendor based out of Columbia, Missouri. On our YouTube channel, we focus on bringing you the best tips and tricks to help you take your comic collection to the next level. If you're getting value out of the video so far, be sure to hit the like button. And don't forget to watch to the end of the video for a bonus 11th book you can pick up on a $50 budget. Now, let's get into the next book. Coming in at number 7 is Dark Horse Comics' Black Hammer #1. Fresh off of the positive reception of his Vertigo property, Sweet Tooth, over on Netflix, this Jeff Lemire written book has been optioned since 2019 by Studio Legendary. Published in July of 2016, Black Hammer #1 was lightly ordered by retailers with less than 20,000 copies in the market. Featuring a pile of first appearances, a $50 investment seems a reasonable risk for a property that has already been picked up and is in some stage of development by a notable studio. A rare Dark Horse entry in one of our top 10 lists, Jeff Lemire has earned enough goodwill with me through his other works that I'm more than happy to include one of his books on this list. The most predictable new $50 book is none other than November 1988's Wolverine #1, otherwise known as the ongoing series. Incredible Hulk 181 has gone nuclear. Hulk 180 is right behind it. The Miller miniseries #1 has doubled in price this year, averaging out around $200 right now. All of those signs point in one direction. The ongoing series #1 is going to start climbing in value. Crossing over the $50 mark, this is a book that has a lot of potential for continued growth, despite the amount of inventory that's available for the issue. Wolverine remains one of the hobby's most popular characters, and the market has seemingly endless demand for key Wolverine issues. Featuring a rockstar creative team of Chris Claremont scripts, John Buscema pencils, and Al Williamson inks, Wolverine #1 is a worthwhile addition to every collector's collection. And don't sleep on some of the other early issues of Wolverine, as prices are starting to creep up on several of the early issues. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you're getting value out of the content. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button. And be sure to stay tuned about our first ever channel giveaway, which will take place when we hit 10,000 subscribers. Smashing its way to the number 5 spot is Tale of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #6, the first appearance of Leatherhead, a mutated alligator. The sometimes friend, sometimes foe of the Turtles is one of the few early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle first appearances that is not priced itself out for many collectors. But this issue has seen steady upward movement over the last year. The second notable first appearance to come from this short-lived TMNT spin-off series, with the other being the first appearance of the Rat King in issue 4. Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #6 is actually the most valuable issue in the entire 7-issue run. Published by Mirage Studios in August of 1988, this Kevin Eastman and Jim Lawson issue is a must-have for any TMNT fan. Cursing the number 4 spot is Daredevil 270, the first appearance of Blackheart. This issue hates me. I've bought countless runs of Daredevil from this time period, and 90% of the time, despite the run being complete before and after, this book is always gone. Published in September of 1989 from the creative team of Ann Nesenti and John Romita Jr., Daredevil 270 tells the tale of Blackheart's creation at the hand of Mephisto and sees the villain battle Daredevil and Spider-Man. The supernatural sandbox is ripe for the taking for the MCU. Whether it's on the silver screen or in the upcoming Disney Plus projects, we've heard about Mephisto for months now. Blade is coming, Dracula is rumored. Who knows when and where Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, or Man-Thing may show up. And then there's Blackheart, the son of Mephisto. And despite being included in that Nick Cage Ghost Rider movie, Blackheart would fit right in as the MCU begins to develop darker storylines. This book is one of those issues that slips through the cracks and can be found in discount bins fairly often, as its increase in value has gone unnoticed by many. If the supernatural wing of Marvel is something you want to roll the dice on, I think this book has a lot of potential. No DC character of the last 30 years has had as profound of an impact on pop culture as Harley Quinn. Her popularity has driven the value of the character's first appearance in Batman Adventures 12 to the brink of 4 figures for high-grade raw copies. However, our number 3 book, Harley Quinn's second appearance in the Batman Adventures Mad Love Special. Published in February 1994, this issue also includes the first appearances of Harley's pet hyenas, Bud and Lou. From the creative team of Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, this early Harley appearance has always been a popular book and is likely to continue to increase in demand and value as the more affordable alternative to Batman Adventures 12. Be aware that there are multiple printings of this book in circulation, but subsequent printings do feature a different but still very collectible cover. If Batman Adventures 12 is outside of your comfort zone right now, then Mad Love may be the book for you. Our 2020 goal for the channel is to hit 10,000 subscribers, and we're getting closer every day. To celebrate hitting 10,000 subscribers, we're having our first ever giveaway. I'm still working out the details, but the first requirement to be eligible for this giveaway is you need to be subscribed to the channel. The prize for this giveaway is a Hex X Jim Lee collector's backpack, and I'm probably going to throw in some additional goodies as we get closer as well. So if you'd like a chance to win this awesome backpack, which would be great to take to your next convention, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. In the latest episode of It's About Damn Time, Barry Windsor Smith's fabled Weapon X arc is finally starting to see some appreciation in the market. Marvel Comics presents number 72, the first chapter of the Weapon X story, is our number 2 book. After being banished to the discount bins for the better part of the last 2 decades, the market's continued fascination with Wolverine has helped drive the value of this issue up to the $50 mark in recent weeks. The Weapon X story runs from issues 72 to 84 of Marvel Comics Presents, and all of the issues were written and drawn by Barry Windsor Smith. One of the best stories of the early 90s, it's a tough read, but despite the harsh story, Smith's art is exceptional. I cannot recommend the story enough, so even if picking up the single issues is not something you think you're interested in, be sure to pick up the trade paperback. It's definitely worth your time. Topping our list of the top 50 comics for a $50 budget is Moon Knight number 1. The final, non-first appearance number 1 issue of this list, Moon Knight number 1 has been gaining in popularity due to the continued rise in value for Werewolf by Night 32, which features Moon Knight's first appearance. Published in November of 1980, this Doug Monk and Bill Sienkiewicz issue kicks off Moon Knight's first series, which would go on for 38 issues, featuring the first appearances of Bushman, who may wind up being the villain in the Moon Knight Disney Plus series, as well as Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon. Moon Knight number 1 could see a nice bump if Bushman is confirmed, but it's likely to continue to see a steady increase in value as more people are priced out of Werewolf by Night 32 and turn to this issue in its place. If you're a Moon Knight fan and you've put off picking up a copy of this book, I'd recommend moving it over to your short list. Another top 10 list has come and gone. We're just a few short weeks away from the summer edition of our top 10 comics to invest in video, so be sure that you subscribe to the channel and have turned on notifications so you catch that video as soon as it comes out. Now, let's get to that bonus book. The bonus book for our top 10 comics on a $50 budget is actually less than $50. Our bonus book is Star Slayer number 2, the first appearance of the Rocketeer. Written and drawn by Dave Stevens, the Rocketeer is a great property that is begging to be picked up for a streaming series. So be sure to keep an eye out for Star Slayer number 2 the next time you hit your LCS. Happy hunting out there, and don't forget to collect responsibly. I'll see you in the next one.